they just don't like the look.
Every morning, Xilin looks out her window and sees beauty, but some see just plain ugly.
I feel like this is a bully saying.
You see, her garden doesn't fit in with the well-manicured front lawns of her New York neighborhood. For those who hate the look of her front yard, it sticks out for all the wrong reasons.
I was in the court 4 times.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. To understand this fully, we have to go back to where it all started for this busy mother of 2. A simple transformation in 2021 of her front yard into a native plant meadow. Since then, Xilin hasn't looked back.
This is like a native plants garden, or you can call that a meadow, which is very different from a lawn that we are more used to. It's a garden that you don't need to water once established. You don't need to put any chemicals. You don't need to put fertilizer because it's native. It already get used to the soil, the moisture, the rain, and everything. These are like full sunflowers, so it looks like a sunflower, but it's perennial, so it comes back every year, and this is native. Coming here, this New York ironweed, and this is about its bloom time. And then inside you can see there's purple coneflower, there's Joe Pye weed, and it's actually you see, this is milkweed. This is one of the host plants for the Monash butterfly. I actually just throw a bunch of black-eyed Susan and it spread nicely, and with a little field now. There's a lot of bees actually I saw they're just flying around too, and these are their food. And we need bees for our agriculture. We need bees to pollinate. And if we don't have these food for them, they cannot survive. And along with all the chemicals you put in there, you basically kill all these pollinators.
Her decision to transform her front yard recently led to fines that she had to fight in court because of the look of her front yard.
I feel like this is a bully saying. I was in the court 4 times. I love my front yard look. To me, it's a natural look full of life. You can see bees, butterflies, birds. They come all the time. They're busy. It's full of life. And maybe some other people don't like it. I'm just growing some plants that I like and then I think looks beautiful. So I don't think other people, when other people think it's ugly, should make it as evidence for a court case.
Complain? Tell me, your neighbors complain.
I never heard anything saying to me. It's just some saying, maybe possibly someone report to the village, but none of my neighbors say anything to me. And actually the other side of the neighbor, she and I always talk about growing vegetables. She grows a lot of vegetables too. Some of these I actually had to move back because of this village case situation. Like you see the New York ironweed, because it's kind of too tall that people don't like it in the front yard. And it's finally get to the conditional approval, but why do we have to get on these things? Good, because this is already a very trending thing for native plants. We know about the High Line in New York City. It's all native plants. You look at the High Line, it probably looks very similar to my front yard. But we still have many villages, including New Hyde Park, in the country that are chasing people on these and thinking lawn is the only option. So I think it's really, the mindset change, and it probably will take time, but it's getting there. You can see majority of the people are in support of native plants because they're now aware lawn doesn't do much other than it looks good to some people. But it's really a desert of life. So I think it's about time for people to change their mind. We no longer live in the 18th, 19th century, and we need to reconsider our landscape. A front yard, I would say maybe 300-400 square foot. And so we don't see this that often in the Northeast, especially in New York. People always think they have a small yard, that they can't do much. But actually you can have a lot of, like, within that little area, you can see there's like 6-7 different species of plants, and they already provide great food for the ecosystem. And you actually provide a lot of food for all these birds. This is like a purple coneflower, so their seed are great bird food. And so rather than putting the artificial bird feeder, these actually provide a good food source, natural food source for them. You don't have to take all your lawns. You can keep some of your lawn and turn some of your lawns into a native plants garden. And a lot of projects now, they call stamp project or like tiny mini garden. You can do a lot of things. Like you see, this is not a large area. And I think a lot of people can just do small areas like that, like a central piece in your lawn, and you can support the ecosystem. You can attract butterflies, and you don't. And again, it took me more than 4 years to turn everything into a garden. I used to have lawn, and I go section by section every year. So I grow more vegetables because it tastes better. We know it's like a better than what you can buy from the grocery store, where all the chemicals are put in to grow them. But it's like my saying, and I know a lot of people like to have their lawn perfectly green, but they can have their own. It's not my choice. I like a more natural look. And I believe this is called the land of the free. So I hope, at least, I think I have my yard, and I can choose to do what I would like to do. And these already also pass. Just be careful. Sorry. There's a plant there, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, there's a plant.
Yeah, that's okay. But so like these are the native roses. It already passed the bloom season, but like this is a whole set of rose flowers in like June-ish time
You
frame.
use everything, even the tires.
Yeah, and again, I think that's actually a good raised bed. I was going to paint it a little bit more, but it's just that's how I want to use things that are reused, put into new purpose. And then actually want to show you this. So this is actually a certified wildlife habitat. So meaning I have food and water source for wildlife.
I'm happy to tell you that Xilin's fines were eventually dismissed after a long saga in court.
We reached like a conditional dismissal of this case, given that I move a few very tall plants to the back and keep the rest under 4 feet. So this is like, consider for now it's done.
What do you think about that decision? Do you think it's fair? So guys, thank you so much for joining me here on my channel, The Determined Gardener. This garden will be one of many that I will be highlighting as part of my late summer gardening tour. So you definitely don't want to miss any of the gardens that we'll be showcasing here on my channel, The Determined Gardener. We'll be showcasing traditional gardens, showing you native gardens like this one, as well as local food forests. So you definitely want to stay tuned. Again, thank you so much for joining me on my channel. Keep on watching and keep on growing.